up to an altitude of 2.1 kilometer. Subsequently, the communications from the lander to ground station was lost. The data is being analyzed.
So that sounds just about like what we're going to get from ISRO today,
Right.
as they look at the lander. But it's important to note a couple of things there. Is that one, they see nothing yet in the data that indicates anything aside from a nominal performance of all of its systems. And nominal is good. Nominal is the term in spaceflight and rocketry that you really, really, really want to hear. It's the equivalent of us saying dope or, cool stuff, man, So the data is being analyzed. We have no firm conclusion from the Indian Space Research Organization at this time, and that sounds about like all we're going to get from them today.
I want to jump in here and say hello to those of you who are watching us on Twitter. Thanks for jumping in. If you want to react with us live, feel free to check out the link in our bio, twitter.com/HAPS News, or shoot us a DM and let us know that you want to be part of this broadcast. We've been watching India make an attempt at a lunar landing here today at the South Pole. They've lost contact with it, and there is no data to suggest. Right? Am I right, Chris? There's no data to suggest anything at all at this point, other than just a lack of data.
Correct.
I'm seeing that a lot of you are talking about here. What's up, Evie? Good to see you again. We missed having you around, so glad you're back. Some of you that I've seen on here are talking about what's all over India news, and of course there are different outlets that will say different things. We're watching it right now. And the facts are that there just are almost no facts, and that is the challenge. But you can't quite say for certain yet, what it is that's happened. I want to thank everybody who's watching us. Again, if you've got questions, Chris is the space expert here, and I am the talk to the people on Twitter expert. So with our two powers combined. Would love to engage you all. I see Dr. Nylish has no data to suggest loss of Vikram lander, and that's really the point here right now, right? And the guy you're seeing up top right now is the Indian Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that really is and he's addressing the controllers in the satellite control center right now. But what you said, Andrew, is exactly right. There's no data to indicate anything other than the data stopped transmitting. That is incredibly hard.
Chris. I just want to. Watching the Indian Prime Minister there address the controllers and those in the room after a loss of data from the Vikram. Morgue, Avengers assemble.
It is also important to note too that no one was physically controlling Vikram. It was a completely automated descent sequence. So even if we lost communication, Vikram was not receiving commands from Earth, so it could have landed autonomously, and something went wrong with its communication system. It could have crashed. The possibilities are really run everywhere from it landed perfectly, and we just don't.
Losing your signal there again for a second, Chris. Not unlike the Vikram here. Just because we've lost your signal doesn't mean anything's wrong.
Right. Can you hear me now?
But I can hear you now. It's still a little bit choppy, so I'm going to let that settle down for a second and talk to some of these folks on Twitter. What's up, Thylek? Thanks for jumping in there. And Ayush